Pacheco sidesteps a tackle, cuts 15, 10, 5, freaking touchdown, dude! Blown up, fumble, pitch back to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook's gonna freaking house it, dude! He's gonna house it! Oh my God! He's got plenty of time, fires, back in the end zone, touchdown! Bro, what the frick did I just watch? And this is why you don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna waltz in, untouched, touchdown, Kansas City, let's go, baby! Holy smokes, it feels so much better to do a Q&A hangout after a W. Thank God. The Chiefs got it done. Let's go, man. 8 AFC West division championships in a row. Crown them. Let's freaking go, dude. Last 8, Kansas City Chiefs. Bro, what a time it is to be alive. The division this year was tied at 15 wins for every single team in the AFC West. Broncos had 15. Raiders had 15. Chargers had 15. Chiefs had 15. Well, the Chiefs have now won 16 and just edged their way above the rest of these impoverished franchises in the AFC West. So, definitely a lot to celebrate, to be excited about. So, that's what Bengals fans didn't understand. They're like, why are you guys so excited about this? Well, it's not just the fact that the Chiefs beat the Bengals, even though that was awesome, because Jamar Chase cannot stop running his mouth to save his life. Even after the loss, even after 3 catches for 41 yards, he still doubles down and says, MF Sneed won't fight me. Dude, this isn't the UFC, friggin' dillweed. This is the NFL, and you got clamped, you got humbled, you got shut down. So that was fun, but then at the same time when the Chiefs won the game, they sent the Bengals home, like packing. They can't get into the playoffs after losing this game. So they sent the Bengals home and the Broncos with that win. So that's why Chiefs fans are so excited. That's why we were so excited. The Broncos go home, the Bengals go home. They're going to watch KC play in the playoffs. No matter how deep into the playoffs they make it this year, it doesn't matter. Both of those teams are going to be sitting on their couches with popcorn watching Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs once again in the playoffs while they sit, again, in their little houses. So that's why we were so excited. It was those two things. Then the Chiefs lock up the West once again, lock up a playoff spot. I get it. The Chiefs look different this year. You know, it's carried by the defense. Like, it's not exactly the same. I understand it. We all have been frustrated. Like, I've been right here with y'all. We've been going through it together. The Chiefs, before this last W, they lost 5 of their last 8. So they've now won, what is that? 4 of their last 9. So they're 4-5, I guess is what it is in their last 9 games. Still not the best. I will say this, they look better than the Eagles right now. The Eagles, look like absolute frauds. I don't know what happened to that team. They were 10-1. Yeah, sure, they have a better record than the Chiefs, I think, by 1 game, but they look god awful. What happened? Who cares, to be honest? Clip the wings. Somebody else is going to get into the Super Bowl from the NFC anyway. It's probably not going to be the Eagles. Anyway, man, with all that being said, there's my rant, my ramble. How the heck is everybody doing? 350 in here. Nicholas with the dollar bill. Let's go, dude. What's up, Ray? Race fan in here. Everything weather. What's up, Xander? James with the 13 months. Appreciate you, man. Said Happy New Year, Cole. Congrats on another division win. I know you don't probably like that, but let's go, dude. Appreciate you, James. Always glad to see you in here. Happy New Year, guys. This is the first stream of 2024. The first stream of 2024. It's going to be a great year, regardless of how deep into the playoffs the Chiefs go. Hopefully they go all the way again. Would love it. But I have faith in Brett Veach and company this offseason. Again, Veach is not perfect. He's not without his own flaws, but I do think they're going to right the ship. Anytime that the Chiefs have had an obvious need somewhere, they've went in the offseason and they got it done. O-line after Super Bowl 55. O-line redone. Defense, weak spot. Brett Veach rebuilt it. It doesn't really matter where it was. We'll get it fixed. I have faith. So a lot of optimism for me. I'm very happy and cheery right now. I don't know what it is. I'm just in a good mood. So let's go, man. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Yo, Justin with the 10 bomb said, hey, Cole, great seeing you in the dumpster fire stream. Yeah, man, that's funny. We were just talking about the Eagles. And I don't even dislike the Eagles. They're just in a weird spot. I don't really know what's going on there. But he said, as an Eagles fan, this is what I want. 1-and-out in the playoffs are no excuse but to change up coaching staff, better draft position, and linebackers. Hey, let's go, man. I mean, there are some Chiefs fans saying that too. Saying, I hope the Chiefs are one and done to teach Veach and them a lesson. I mean, I want the Chiefs to go all the way. I don't know. I don't know that they will, but I want them to. I don't want to teach anybody a lesson. I want to stack up rings. But I understand that the Chiefs will need to make some personnel changes. The Eagles will need to as well. Probably need some help at the coordinator positions, I would say. Wouldn't you think, Justin? I know they've been struggling there. I think they lost both of their coordinators last year. So there's a lot of, that's a lot. The Chiefs lost their OC in Eric Bieniemy, but we still have Spags, thank God, because the defense is carrying. So let's freaking go. That's why the Chiefs just look different this year. It just is what it is. It's a defense-first team for the first time in the Mahomes era, and thank God that it is, because without that, the Chiefs would be in deep trouble. They wouldn't have won the West. It's an interesting stat. If the Chiefs would have just scored 25 points a game in the entire season, they would have lost one game. One game if they just would have put up 25 points a game, which is crazy to think about because the Chiefs averaged last year almost 30 points a game. But over the last even last 9 games, we could probably throw in this last game, they probably averaged 19 points a game over the last 9 games. Maybe they put up 25 against the Bengals, 6 Harrison Butker field goals. Thank God for that, man. I know he's a Catholic guy, I think, so sign of the cross for him. Thank you, Butker. But the Chiefs probably averaged like 19.5 points a game over the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks. It's been really weird. So, yeah, the Eagles are in a weird spot too. Justin, great to see you. Yeah, I saw the Dumpster Fire crew live, and I was like, I got to go in and hang out and see what's up. I don't know what times they normally go live, but I'm normally not around when they do it. So I had to hop in and say, hey, James with the 5 said I'm a glutton for punishment at this point. Oh, no. No, James. I mean, it's kind of true for Broncos fans, though. It's been rough. I mean, out of the last 10 years, the Broncos are the only other team that have won an AFC West title. The Chiefs have won 8, and then the Broncos won the last couple. Camden with the 5 months. Sneed with the absolute clamps. Pay the man, please, dude. I actually think they should really try to do what they can to pay Sneed. Don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I would be about that life if they could figure out how to make it happen. I understand Brett Veach and company don't do that a lot, meaning give second contracts to their DBs. They're normally pretty good at finding late round guys and developing them. I think Sneed was a 4th round pick, but dude, I don't know. I think you pay Sneed, you tag Chris Jones, and you trade him. I mean, I would love to keep them all. You can't do it. But I'm kind of the mindset right now, if you have to choose between Chris Jones and L'Jarius Sneed, I think I'm rolling with Sneed. Put Sneed on the opposing team's wide receiver 1, and he just shuts them down. So, it don't matter who. Justin Jefferson, check. Devontae Adams, check. Jamar Chase, check. Those are 3 of the top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. I mean, there's other guys that he held down too. So it's not just them, but those are 3 of the top 5, debatably top 5 wide receivers, definitely top 7, however you want to label them in the NFL. So, I mean, dude, I'm down to pay Sneed if we can figure out how to make that happen. I would love to keep Chris Jones too. This is not a disrespect Chris Jones stance, because as weird as the contract negotiations were in the last, offseason leading into the season, I would still love to keep Chris Jones around. I'm just saying, if you had to pick, Sneed's going to be cheaper, and he's younger, and you could tag Jones, maybe trade him. I don't know. It's tough. I'm glad I'm not Brett Veach, I'll tell you that much. Yo, Nicholas with the 20 bomb. Dude, let's go, dude. Said Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year, man. Hope you guys have a great start to your 2024. I've already started making a couple changes, and we're going to ramp up the NFL channel this year. We've already been making plans. We haven't done anything really yet. Just dropped some shorts on there, but this year, the goal is, I'm going to say it all. I'm going to say it so you guys know and hold me accountable. We're going to eventually here be dropping multiple long-form news videos a week on this channel for Chiefs News and on the NFL channel for Big Picture NFL News, and beginning to get that all together now. So we're starting to build the team a little bit and get everything ready for that. I'm super excited. Super excited. Camden, thanks again for the 5 months, man. Alexander with the 2. Hey, Cole, hope you had a wonderful day. Had a great day. Took most of yesterday off to spend it with the fam. So the game recap video came out today. It was a day late, but I know you guys understand because you guys were probably hanging with friends and family yesterday as well. Everything weather. Xander with the 20 said, Happy New Year, Cole. Rice, baby. Rice is our wide receiver 1 for sure now. Never have I felt happier to see the Chiefs be the AFC West champs. We won, knocked the Bengals, Broncos, and Raiders out of playoff contention. Let's freaking go. How about those Chiefs? Yeah, I think the Raiders lost super recently, and that put them out of contention, I believe, basically. But dude, yeah, Bengals and Broncos, this is a great year to win the West. It was not as a dominant year for the Chiefs, but dude, there's been a lot of teams weirdly struggling this year. There's a lot of teams that are around 500 fighting for playoff spots. So it's a pretty weird year, but hey, man, hats off. I see Duval in the chat. What's up, Darth? Yeah, I mean, Jags are in there. They're in the fight too. Hopefully Trevor Lawrence gets healthy, man. I hate seeing him banged up. He's been banged up off and on all season. Yo, Sean with the 5. Let's see here. Appreciate the 5. I'm sorry if this seems too early to say, but I think Coleman or Ebika in round 1. Not familiar. Who's going to be in free agency plus your cap space availability. Yeah, I'm not the draft guy, and I won't even really start studying it until the offseason just because I take Saturdays off to spend it with my family, and then I just focus on the Chiefs and NFL during the season. But yeah, free agency is going to be interesting. I just saw Spot Track put out a tweet today. They basically said if the Chiefs want like a serious veteran wide receiver, they're probably going to have to trade for one because normally the available free agents that don't get locked up by the team that they're on, they aren't the best. So I know some of you are saying, oh yeah, T. Higgins. Well, he quite possibly is getting franchise tagged by the Bengals. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, Mike Evans, there's some people out there, but it's just like, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised for at least, for the Chiefs to at least be in trade talks. I don't know if they will for sure trade for a wide receiver. I mean, they don't have that much draft capital as it is, but Brett Veach will do what he needs to do to fix the problem, man. I think MVS is gone. It's going to free up whatever that is, $11-12 million in cap space. They're going to go get somebody else. I don't know who that's going to be. They'll probably draft another wide receiver early. I don't know if it's round 1 again or I guess the past 2 years have been round 2. I don't know when they'll get a wide receiver. I would assume it's pretty early, and they'll keep going. We got to also watch like Travis Kelce. I don't think he's retiring, dude, but people keep talking about it. Somebody even said today on Twitter, they said, well, we think part of the reason why Mahomes was so mad at Tony's offensive offsides call negating what Travis Kelce did is because he knows Travis Kelce is done after this season, and that took away quite possibly one of Travis Kelce's best moments in his career. And that he would have went out with a bang on that play. But Mahomes has said at the presser, he has no indication of Travis Kelce wanting to retire, and he thinks if Travis Kelce is actually thinking that, he would let him know. He would be one of the first people to know. But again, that's Mahomes talking to the media. A lot of that smokescreen at times from players and coaches. So we'll see. But I'm saying that to say, you got a lot you got to look at, man. The running back room's going to be thin. I don't know if McKinnon returns. He's ending the season on IR. Clyde is probably not returning. Chris Jones' status up in the air. Wide receiver room, a lot of status up in the air. Are they going to roll with Jawan Taylor on the right and Wanya Morris on the left? If so, okay, that helps free up some potential draft capital and cap space from them not having to sign another left tackle if they think they can roll with Wanya, if he can be serviceable enough. I have no idea. But yeah, dude, they've got a lot. They got a lot. I mean, every team does every year, right? But the Chiefs, I feel like, got a lot to look at. You've also got to potentially start your talks with Creed Humphrey, maybe Trey Smith, Nick Bolton on contract extensions, and maybe get a couple of those out of the way sooner rather than later. I mean, that would be ideal. So some of their money actually might be, going to that in the offseason. And that's thinking future. That's not just this offseason. You got to lock them up. So we'll have to see. A lot of decisions to make. Xander, thanks again for the 20. Sean, appreciate the 5. Yeah, we'll get into draft talk this offseason for sure. It's actually kind of right around the corner. So we'll get there. Martha with the membership. Let's go. Appreciate you. Green Envy, PV said, appreciate your streams. Many people trying to do what you are doing, but very few do it as well. How about those Chiefs? Let's go. Well, I appreciate the kind words, man. Yeah, there's a lot of good channels out there. There's also other channels that are covering teams, like, you know, a specific team like I do. And I think they're doing a great job. There's plenty of room on YouTube to have a channel and to make content. I'm very grateful that you guys are here. And I mean, there's a lot of like the core base, even with HBTC. So how about those Chiefs? Like, I see you guys in a lot of streams. I see you in RGR. I see you in Matt Derrick's. I see you in KCSN. So I feel like a lot of the core base like kind of supports a lot of the channels around here, and there's plenty of room, in my opinion, in the kingdom. So yeah, I don't really have any qualms with any team or any channel rather covering the Chiefs, or really any YouTuber in general that's covering NFL teams. So I appreciate that, and thank you for the kind words. It definitely helped that I was a videographer by trade before doing YouTube. So the ability to know how cameras work, audio works, editing works, like that definitely helped in my favor. Appreciate the 5 bomb. Alexander with the 5. Cole, let's see, how long would you have think we're going deep? Oh, how deep do you think we're going in the playoffs, basically? I mean, I don't know. All I can do right now is probably what we all should do, is just take it 1 week at a time. They're basically, in theory, going to be resting a lot of their starters week 18 against the Chargers, which is at 3:30, by the way. If you didn't see that, the NFL released their week 18 schedule. A banger of a game on Sunday Night Football, by the way. Bills in Miami to decide the division over there. So that's going to be a fun game. But yeah, all we can do is take it a week at a time. Win or lose this Sunday for the Chiefs, it doesn't matter. They won the West, and it doesn't affect their playoff standings at all. They're locked into the 3 seed. So I would think they rest a lot of their starters. Maybe some of those guys that are on the cusp of breaking 1,000 yards, you know, like Kelsey, he's like 20-ish yards away. He's not, it might be 16 yards. Somebody in chat, let me know how many yards Kelsey is away. It's not much. So maybe like those guys you might see out there for a little bit, then they're going to pull them. Basically treat this as a rest week and get ready for wild card weekend. Now, as far as who the Chiefs can play, 16 yards. Dude, let's go. 16 yards. Kelsey's getting that, I would think. If he doesn't care, rest him. If they approach Kelsey and he says, I do not care about the consecutive 1,000-yard season thing, I'm going to stay healthy and get well for the postseason, that's what I truly care about, then, you know, that's it. They won't put him out there. But we'll see. I think he wants it. I think they'll do it. But, you know, if he's pretty banged up, I think he would rather opt to rest. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm saying all that to say, Alexander, I'm just going to take it a week at a time. You go into wild card weekend, it's single round elimination. It's any given Sunday. The parity in this league is insane. And in the playoffs, people don't play games. I will say, if the Chiefs offense, you know, doesn't come out firing, they fall flat, they turn the ball over, they've got penalties, miscues, misexecution, dropping passes. If they're starting MVS for the, you know, having him play the most wide receiver snaps, like that kind of stuff, like, that's not going to be good. The Chiefs defense is going to have to be absolutely phenomenal and hold teams to 14 or less points if they want to win games. Now, if the Chiefs offense comes out there, limits the turnovers, has some effective drives. I don't even care if they put up 5 or 6 field goals. If they score 25 points in a playoff game, the way that this defense is, they're probably going to win it. So I don't really care how they get there as long as they eliminate. As long as they limit. I almost said eliminate and limit. Eliminate. As long as they limit turnovers and miscues and like try their best, it's impossible depending on the officiating crew to not have as many penalties. If they can do those things on offense, I think the defense is going to be fine. I trust in them. Yo, what up? Reeps with the 5 said Dalvin Cook for depth. He's being released, and I think it'd be good to have for depth. Thoughts, everyone? Let me know your thoughts about Dalvin Cook. I mean, he came off of an ACL last year. Hasn't really done much this year. But, dude, the Jets have been a dumpster fire. It's been a mess over there. You know, with McKinnon out on IR, Pacheco, he's been banged up a little bit. CEH has been sick. I mean, if the Chiefs are like, yeah, we want him. Here's a problem, in my opinion. Dalvin Cook wants to sign with the team for the playoffs. I'm like, dude, the playoffs is in 2 weeks. How much is this guy going to be able to know? Like, the playbook, the scheme, like he's not really going to be able to contribute, in my opinion. Now, if week 18 rolls around, Chargers game, and one of the like CEH or somebody gets hurt, you know, like I'm not saying it's gonna, knock on wood right here, fingers crossed, but that's more like emergency situation. But I still think like LaMichael Pirine, like he knows the system. He's been here. I like Cook. He's had like what, 4 1,000-yard seasons in a row or something like that before this year. I like him. Could the Chiefs afford him? Would he be willing to come in knowing he's not going to probably be the starter? That's Pacheco. And then how fast can you learn this stuff? Because yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing for me. That's going to be the biggest thing for me. How fast can you really learn? Bub with the 2. Dropped the 2 bomb, but the message got retracted, so I'm not sure what you tried to say. But thank you for the 2, man. Camden with the 777. Ooh, lucky sevens. Rashee Rice is the only rookie wide receiver top 3 in yards and touchdowns. Dude, and Camden, he's number 1 in yards after the catch. He has 10 more yards after the catch than Tyreek Hill. He's number 1 in the NFL. Any receiver, Rashee has more yards after the catch, which is pretty crazy. Thanks for the 777. So excited for next year to see what he can do. If, say, him and Watson might be the only 2 safe. Yeah, those are, well, I think, dude, I don't know. I don't know that for sure that the Chiefs are going to move on from Sky or Tony yet. They're still on rookie deals. They're still cheap. You have to have cheap pieces in every single room. Now, maybe Sky is wide receiver 5, and they don't run him around like wide receiver 2 like they did this year. You know, that's probably more fine if he can step up a little bit, like wide receiver 5, 6, like bottom of the roster kind of a thing. They're cheap. I just don't know that they move on so quickly from their second round pick. Tony, I'm fine with Tony staying if he's the returner and gadget guy behind the line of scrimmage. That's fine with me. Some of you guys may not think that and you want him gone. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they moved on from them, but I just don't think they will. You got to have cheap pieces as well. I mean, Mahomes has like a $47 million, it's a lot, dude. Like $47 or $50 million cap hit next year. You have to have cheap pieces, man, to build around. So those 2 are probably staying. I would imagine Justin Watson and Rashee does. Don't know if Richie James stays. I have no idea. Don't think MVS stays. I really don't. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in the wide receiver room. But thanks so much for the 777. Let's freaking go, Camden. PP with the 2 said, I'm back in your attic. It's very cold up there, dude. It's been cold all day. Appreciate the 2 bomb, brother. D Hero, what's up, man? We win by being gritty like 2000 Ravens. Defense, ground game, play action. Having Mahomes is a bonus to open up chance for huge plays. Dude, if they want to come in and play like they did against the Bengals, and I understand, guys, the Bengals defense, it's not the Bengals defense that we like once knew over the last few years. They've taken a step back this year, so they're not the same. I get it. But, dude, I liked what I saw. I think that's good momentum heading into the playoffs. Yeah, what you said, gritty, physical, let Pacheco pound the rock, like put Mahomes under center a little bit more, and run some more play action stuff off that. I mean, I thought they did a pretty good job there. I wasn't unhappy. I mean, correct me if you guys disagree, but like I wasn't that unhappy with the play calling. I understand they need to get into the end zone more. They got into the red zone. They were only 1 for 3 in the red zone, you know, and they kicked 6 field goals. Like, I get it. But dude, going back to what I was saying, if the Chiefs can put up 25 points in the playoffs, I would be pretty surprised they lose that game because the defense is playing so well. They give up an average of 17 points a game. So if the Chiefs offense and Harrison Butker can put up 25, it's probably a W. Again, it's not what we're used to seeing. We're used to Mahomes going Super Saiyan and scorching everybody, putting up 30, 35 points to win these games. I mean, just last year, they won the Super Bowl. I don't even remember what the score was. Was it 38-35? They won by 3, 32-35. It was something like that. So it just looks different this year. But I agree, D-Hero. I agree, man. It's fine with me. We can beat the Ravens if we play like that. I think so. The Ravens look, they look good. They're the favorites. Lamar Jackson is the favorite for MVP. But, dude, they look beatable at times. Now, they freaking stomped the Dolphins. That Jags game, though, bro, the Jags could have beat them if they didn't turn the ball over. They turned the ball over awkwardly like a few times. Trevor Lawrence even fumbled. Then they got to the 5-yard line near the end of the half and tried to run a play, but they stayed in bounds. They didn't have enough timeout. They were out of timeouts, actually, and they couldn't stop the clock before halftime. we've beat the Jags 3 times, and the Ravens look beatable. Now, they're playing really well. They have the best defense in the NFL also. It would probably be this weirdly gritty, low-scoring game, probably ugly, but I think the Chiefs could win it, but one game at a time. Much respect to the Ravens. They're playing really good ball this year, so that's not like me putting that team down by any means. Yo, what's up, bub? Thanks for the 5th super on a live stream. Let's go, dude. Who do you think our running backs are next year? Well, I don't know. I mean, I know Pacheco's staying. CEH is probably gone. And I can't even rule out a CEH return, guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back on a cheap deal. Maybe as a 3rd down back. I'm not saying he's gonna. I just don't know if McKinnon's back. Part of me wouldn't be surprised. Again, I'm not saying I want CEH to return, but he is, we've seen it. He's valuable depth. He knows the system. If they can bring him back for super cheap, I'm okay with it, but I still think it's not just Pacheco and CEH. I think they need to go get another. Maybe they've got, LaMichael Pirine around. They have Deneric Prince around. They just signed Keontae Ingram as well recently to the practice squad. He was called up last game. Got a few guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they even take a flyer on somebody in the draft, probably in the later rounds. Yeah, Blind, that's what I'm thinking. I think McKinnon will retire. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I don't think McKinnon's coming back next year, and I don't think it's necessarily just because the Chiefs are done with him. I think McKinnon might be done as well. Yeah, so it's hard to say who the running backs are going to be this or next year, this soon, but there's some of my thoughts. Yeah, Joe, I wouldn't be surprised if CEH was back. If another team wants to sign CEH to a multi-year deal, the Chiefs aren't doing it. I mean, they're just not. Okoye for a new running back? Okay, get Okoye. Let's go. Yeah, Raiders' run was hard to stop. Ravens going to be... Yeah, Ravens are crazy, dude. Lamar Jackson's a freak. So that's very tough. And that is the Chiefs. That is a weakness of the Chiefs' defense, and you have a good point there. I think you're going to need Drew Tranquill out there a lot, too, because you need his speed. I'm surprised they're not playing Tranquill as much as I thought they would be when Nick Bolton returned. I thought we'd see Nick Bolton and Drew out there more, and that's another conversation we didn't talk about for moves that the Chiefs got to consider. Willie Gay's on his last year. Drew Tranquill's on a 1 year. Linebacker room, you got to look at that too. D Hero with the 2. Did you watch Speak on FS1? Awful take on Chiefs. I did not. No, I didn't even see it. So somebody want to fill me in? What happened? Those guys, I feel like, have a lot of bad takes. Colby with the 10. Appreciate it, man. Love the videos and enjoy getting to talk for a bit yesterday. Keep it up. What do you think our defense will look like next year with Jones maybe being gone? Heck yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for the 10 bomb, brother. Let's see. What do you think of our defense will look like next year with Chris Jones maybe being gone? Yeah, that's another question, dude. I don't know. Hopefully FAU takes a step up. He's kind of having a redshirt developmental year. That's fine. We'll probably see him out there this Sunday against the Chargers. We need to watch him. He's going to get some real NFL reps under his belt, way more than he's gotten so far this year. And if Chris Jones is not back, I mean, they're going to have to get another defensive tackle, and you're not going to find the Chris Jones caliber, at least right off the bat, in my opinion, level DT. So I don't know. They would draft one for sure, but no matter what direction you go in the offseason, you're not going to find somebody to replace Chris Jones. The defense is just going to look different. The defense is kind of built around Chris Jones. He's getting doubled a lot, kind of like Kelsey is on offense. No Chris Jones, you're going to have to switch it up, man. It's just going to look different, and it's going to be some growing pains. There's just no way around it. Now, that being said, I mean, the Chiefs could tag Chris Jones, franchise tag him, and just play him, but it's going to be $32 million. It's a lot of money. Not easy. K. Wright with the 2. I really want my Saints to trade for Chamari Connor. No, K. Wright, we want Chamari Connor, especially if Sneed's not going to be back. Chamari Connor is the only rookie that defensive backs coach Dave Merritt said he's the only rookie that he can recall his entire time coaching that has played 4 positions in the secondary his rookie year. 4 positions is what Chamari Connor has played back there for the Chiefs at times. They've moved him all around. I don't think the Chiefs are getting rid of Chamari. They were so high on Chamari Connor, they almost drafted him over Wanye Morris. I think because Wanye, I mean, I'm a little hazy on the exact draft order, but I think Wanye was the 3rd round pick, right? Chamari was 4th. Am I remembering that right, guys? Frick. It was either that or Wanye was 4th and Chamari was 5th, but they almost took Chamari before Wanye. And couldn't believe when Chamari was still available, even though they opted to go for Wanye before him. So they're pretty high on Chamari, and hopefully they don't trade him. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hooker Boots said, glad you met the rookie with the 420. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, actually I could talk about that real briefly here. I did meet Rashee Rice yesterday. So I got a picture that I could show with you guys. I met him yesterday. I went up to pick up a Christmas present from Chiefs Bids. They were doing some signing. They were signing some stuff with him. So I'll just throw this up like this. So you guys don't have to look at my face right now. But yeah, I got to meet the rookie, man. He was signing a bunch of merch for Chiefs Bids, and I got to go in there and I hung out for about 10 minutes and just got to talk to him a little bit about the game. Just gave him his props for his career day. His first game, over 120 yards receiving. Just basically said how much I appreciate him. My daughter got to meet him, took a picture with him. My daughter said her new favorite number is number 4. He's awesome, man. It was great to meet him. He's joking with me. I was like, man, you've been here all day? I was just joking with him. He's like, I've been here since 7 a.m. And I was there at like 5 or 4:30. But he was totally kidding, but it was a good laugh. So, yeah, it was great meeting him. And, he's as genuine as you could think. It was pretty awesome. And Chiefs Bids, they got me a gift for Christmas. I couldn't believe this. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show it to you. So, shout out to Chiefs Bids for this. Look at this. This is crazy. Just to me it is. To Cole, Merry Christmas, Isaiah Pacheco, a custom addressed helmet to me. I was like, what the freak? So got a custom signed Isaiah Pacheco helmet for Christmas from Chiefs Bids, man. Shout out to Chiefs Bids. This is not planned plug for them, but dude, if you have not been in the Chiefs app to look at the bids portion, they're updating that app all the time with all kinds of awesome Chiefs memorabilia you can bid on. They've been a season-long partner of the channel and really good people. And somebody recently asked me, well, how do you know Chiefs Bids is legit? Well, I've literally been there when they're having the players out there signing items. I met Creed Humphrey last time. He was there signing items. I literally watched him physically sign some of the items. I literally watched Rashee Rice physically sign the items. And this is also something that my daughter loved. Rashee gave her a little special thing when she got there. Dude, look at this. This is cool. So I don't even know if these are on the app yet. This is an exclusive preview, but this is a commemorative ticket of the Chiefs and Bengals game that the Chiefs won. And he not only signed it, but he wrote, "To Maddie, Happy New Year," to my 7-year-old, man. She's going to remember that forever. So that was really cool too. So it was a really cool day getting to meet them. That's how we started 2024. We met Rashee Rice. I got a custom signed Pacheco helmet, and Maddie got a custom signed Rashee Rice commemorative ticket. Chiefs, Bengals, where the Chiefs knock the Bengals out of the postseason. I love it. 2024 has started out pretty good. Pretty freaking good. FLDB with the 15 months. Dude, let's go. The Let's Freaking Go tier 2. Did you ever think you would get here? Meeting players, growing at an insane rate. Here's to a massive 2024. No, I was listening to a YouTube creator that I follow, Patty Galloway. He does a lot of like consulting for YouTube channels, like behind the scenes. He's worked for Mr. Beast and some other big ones. But I was listening to a podcast of his, and he basically said something along the lines of, if you ever start a YouTube channel with the goal of making money, like you can do it, you can make money, but you're going to burn out after a few years. I mean, I'm coming up on 2 years on the channel, and I feel I have more fire, more motivation than ever because I never started to make money on this channel. I literally was like, I need a creative outlet. I'm going to talk about the Chiefs because I grew up watching the Chiefs. I'm a fan, and it'll be a way that I can even get more involved in studying the team and be able to communicate it to whoever watches. I thought maybe I'll get like 50 views here, maybe 100 views there. I had no idea that my live streams, like right now we got 633 people in here. That's insane to me. I mean, I never thought like my play-by-plays, they get like 50,000 views, 70,000 views. I'm like, what? This is crazy. YouTube Shorts, millions of views. That's not a flex. That's just me saying, I cannot believe it. It is unreal to me. So no, FLDB, I never thought I would get here. No, I just did it as a creative outlet. I never knew. So I'm still just riding the wave, dude. That's it. Pop personally signed it. Yeah, that's a personal addressing to me signed football by Pop Pacheco, man. Super cool Christmas gift from Chiefs Bids. Yes, sir, bub. Yeah, Rice is a great person, man. It's crazy. He's like 21, and I'm not that old, but I'm 32. I was like, I'm 11 years older than this guy. Crazy. Can you say yellow, yellow, yellow? Daniel said, man, Cole, you're awesome and deserve everything you get. Dude, Daniel, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you as always. Appreciate you being here. I think Daniel was the first to comment on this live stream when I went live with it, by the way. Big T said, man, you're so close to 200K. I remember those 3 a.m. uploads, Tony Lamp, and reading comments across the live stream. Yeah, and the reason why I don't always put comments up on the live stream like this, what's up, Josh? Like, it's cool, but I get behind in chat like so quickly, so I try to just read them like as they go, and I can keep up with chat like a lot better. So I feel like sacrificing putting comments up on the screen to just stay more current with chat is like just more worth it to me. But let me know if you guys like to see them up on chat. I just get pretty behind when I do it like that because I can't move as quickly. Like right now I can read like 5 comments. Tyler, LL Chiefs Bids and my kid pulled a Rashee Rice signed ticket. Oh, that's fire. Oh, Lot J. I thought you said LOL. Lot J had Chiefs Bids and my kid pulled a Rashee Rice signed ticket. Oh, that's fire, dude. You turn 12 tomorrow? Oh, let's go, Jimmy. Happy birthday, bro. Jack with the 5. Cole, your podcast stands alone is just relaxing. Jack, thanks so much, man. Longtime supporter of the channel. The young buck himself, Jack Green in the house. Let's go, man. Appreciate you as always. Always grateful for your support. Blind Justice with the 10 months said, hit that like button, slackers. Hey, if you like the Bengals, don't hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button, you're a Bengals fan. How about that one? I'm just kidding. Reverse psychology. I always tell my daughters, oh, yeah, you don't want to eat this. It's no good. Oh, and then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to eat this dinner. If you tell them to eat it, they won't. So you've got to like reverse it. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you, man. Yo, what's up, Golden Tree? As I mentioned, Bengals fans. He said, as a Bengals fan, thanks for saving me from a heart attack every playoff game. Hey, no problem. No problem. What's up, man? Hey, I troll a lot on Twitter, but anybody who follows me on YouTube, well, I kind of troll a lot in my shorts too. But dude, honestly, I do it to intentionally just mess with people. I do not really care what team you root for. As long as you're chilling in chat, like I just really don't care. I got a lot of crossover from like Grossi and Perna and those guys, and I always welcome everybody, no matter what team you are representing. Did the helmet fall off his head? No, Noah, not this helmet. That'd be funny though. This is the helmet that fell off his head. He signed it for you. Cole, what would it take for you guys to trade MVS? Well, we're just releasing him in the offseason. The Chiefs, it's $2 million dead cap. They're going to save like $12 million. Yeah. Blind Justice, thanks again for the 10 months, man. Let's go. Yeah, they're just going to release him, is what I would think. Brian Cooper said, hey, Cole, love watching your videos, but you should do a mock draft. I mean, I always am I'm pretty like transparent about my strengths and weaknesses, and I'm not a draft guy. We could do one. It's going to be in the off season, and I'd have to pull in somebody with me to get help because the draft is overwhelming. There's so much to study and know and learn, and I kind of do like a 6 to 8 week like crash course and just try to get you guys as much info as I can. But I'm not a draft guy. I've never pretended to be one, and never faked that I'm one either. But KCSN, RGR, if you're looking for draft specific, even all chiefed up, those guys even dip their hand into draft content more than I do. But yeah, we'll do some mock drafts. I feel more comfortable about doing one, but I'd have to bring in somebody with me. I'd have to do that. Cole, what do you think we select in first in this year's draft left tackle? Well, I don't know, Raz. I was just saying earlier, like, if the Chiefs are high enough on Wanya Morris that they think he's going to be a serviceable left tackle moving forward, maybe not. Maybe they ride with him and they go to other positions of need instead, but I can't rule that out. The problem is the Chiefs select so late in round 1. It's hard to get anybody like Eric Fisher. I mean, what was he, first overall? First overall in 2013, right? And that's when the Chiefs went 2-14 the year before. No, he was the 4th. Yeah. He was first overall. Pretty sure. I'm almost positive. And but yeah, think about it. The Chiefs were 2-14 the year before. So they're doing so well that it's going to be hard, dude. It's hard to take a top position player like that. I'm not saying that's not what you're asking, but like, yeah, maybe there's a tackle that falls later into round 1 that they're high enough on they'll go get. They got their board, their big board, the Chiefs do, and if they've got a true round 1 grade, they'll go up and get him. They did that with McDuffie. So, yeah, you can't rule it out. Are we trading MVS? Nah, just going to release him. He's still under contract, but you can release him, cut him, and it's just $2 million in dead cap. That's it. You see Cook got released from the Jets. Yeah, we talked about it earlier, Team McCoy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bucks Tech said, holy crap, you RGR and KCN are live at the same time. I mean, yeah, it's during the season, and a lot of channels go live on Tuesday. What is today? Tuesday? So if there's ever like a Monday night game for the Chiefs or a holiday, yesterday was a holiday, so a lot of people didn't stream on the holiday, and they're all doing it tonight. So it's totally fine. I mean, I respect all those guys on all those channels. So yeah, much respect. And yeah, there's often crossovers. Like I think Kingdoms Queens are live right now. I mean, Matt Derrick was live earlier. He might be done now, but I mean, there's a lot of that crossover. Valerie with the 10, appreciate you. What a testament to doing what you love and having success. Blessings for a year of continuous year of wins. Let's freaking go. How about those Chiefs? Valerie, thanks so much for the 10. Yeah, unreal. I mean, the first year covering the Chiefs, like full season long, they won the Super Bowl, which was crazy. I don't know that they do that again. I'm going to be rooting for them to do it again. But the team just looks so different. I don't know what to expect in the postseason if I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. But regardless, I've got Troy now. Somebody said earlier, they said they remember the 3 a.m. uploads. Yeah, I don't do 3 a.m. uploads anymore, thank God, because I have an editor. I have Troy. So Troy's probably not listening. He's off right now. He's hanging out with his wife, most likely. But since hiring Troy last April, I mean, he's helped this channel so much with the long form videos. He edits all of the YouTube shorts now. I basically just help with the voiceovers and then approve the shorts. But dude, he's really taken everything under his wing and is doing a great job. So he's helping me in my sanity. That's how we're able to put out like 3 or so, sometimes 4 long form videos a week, at least 2 to 3, 2 to 3 to 4 live streams depending, and then 1 YouTube short a day, sometimes 2. And that's because of Troy, having his help. So I feel very blessed to have him as well. He's just as big of a piece, in my opinion, of the success of this channel as, this bald-headed guy that you just stare at all the time. So heck yeah, much props to Troy. Everything, weather with the 5. Xander, Cole, I'm still so shocked and excited about the signed Mahomes and Kelsey 8x12 prints my cousin sent me in surprise, as surprise in the mail as a late Christmas gift. That is fire. I saw that. Freaking happy for you, man. That's so cool. Elgin with the 10 said, Happy New Year, bro. Elgin. Let's go, dude. Great to see you, man. Hit me up on Discord or something soon. Let me know how you and your fam are doing. It's funny, Elgin lives like right around the corner from me. Like right around the corner. It's crazy. Josh with the 9 months. Dude, let's go, Josh. I appreciate you for all the gifted memberships, Cole. You're living the dream, brother. Let's finish strong with a ring. Please, let's get another one. I would love it. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate your support as always. Don with the 5. Blind Justice helped run the likes up from 201. Good job. I don't even know what it's at now. I can't tell from here. Oh, yeah, I can. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for that. Don, thanks for the 5. Gateway with the 1 month. Happy New Year, Cole. Hoping for a banger postseason run this year for the Chiefs. Dude, please. Yo, how about those Chiefs with the 2 bomb first on the channel? Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I like that name. HPT Chiefs in the house. Race fan with the 10 gifted. Bro, Race fan is the 10 gifted master. I might start calling him. I don't know what if you're a Race fan, your favorite number has to be 10. That's all I'm going to say. Because 10 is the magic number of gifteds for Race fan on the average live stream. Appreciate you, man. Happy freaking New Year. Blind Justice with the 2. Still want a Bengals Tears coffee mug? Dude, we should get one. We should make one. That's a good idea. I don't know. I'll talk with Brand and we'll see if we can come up with something. It would be kind of fun. It'd be kind of fun. Cole, I'm a member for 1 day. Let's go, Ocean Girl. Well, if you got a membership gifted to you, you get it for a month. You get it for a month. I was worried James was going to fair catch that punt in the end zone. That would have been so 2023 Chiefs. Here's an honest question. What the heck would have happened if he fair caught it in the end zone? It would have been a touchback, right? Or it wouldn't have been a safety. I don't know that I've ever seen a punt fair catch go for in the end zone. What would have actually happened? It would have been a touchback? Okay. Touchback is what I thought. But dude, when he caught it in the end zone, I was terrified. I was like, why? What are we doing? I was like, why and what are we doing? Okay, I thought it was a touchback, but still, like, how often do you see a punt returner catch that freaking thing in the end zone? Yo, Bonds, what's up, man? Cole, on the unlikely scenario that Buffalo wins the Super Bowl, I hope you immediately smile knowing Buffalo and KC have rings and Cincy doesn't. Oh, God. I mean, here's the thing. I don't really care. Like, I'm fine with the Bills winning a ring. I'm not going to lie. I do not want to see the Bengals win a ring in my lifetime, though. Just going to be honest with you. So I would smile. Honestly, I kind of feel for Bills fans. 4 Super Bowls in a row. I can't remember the exact years. It was like 89, 90, 91, 92, or 90, 91, 92, 93. 4 L's in a row. I mean, I'm not even trolling around. That's just depressing. I can't imagine it. Yo, what's up, Brogan? Yo, good to see you, man. Nate Donlon in the house. What's up, man? 91 to 94. What's that mean? What's that? Zach, can you imagine Rice in a couple of years having Kelsey's insights into the game and his yak ability? Think he could be Reek, Jefferson, or Chase level? I try not to put labels on guys, like young guys especially. I'm like, I want them to just carve their own lane. However, his first year has been insane, dude. I think the most yards a receiver in an Andy Reid offense has gotten their rookie year was, he's the Eagle. What's his name? Somebody tell me. It was like almost 1,000 yards. Can't remember his name right now. He's one of the legends. But Rice is like right there, dude. Yeah, no, not Jeremy Maclin, no. Yeah, Gary, you're saying 995. That's Dwayne Bowe. That's Chiefs rookie, but I'm thinking Andy Reid. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson. Thank you. That's who it is. Deshaun Jackson. Thanks so much. I was like, I feel like an idiot not remembering his name off the top of my head, but that's exactly who it was. Let's see. Deshaun Jackson, his rookie year. Deshaun Jackson, rookie year. He had 912 yards. Hold on a second. Rashee Rice, 2023. He has more. Oh, shoot. Rice has more. He has more. That's fire. So, yeah, Dwayne Bowe's rookie year, he had 995. But that wasn't with Andy Reid. That was in 2007. Yeah. So, for an Andy Reid rookie, Rashee Rice has more receiving yards than all of them ever in an Andy Reid offense. That's crazy, dude. Because I think Deshaun Jackson was the first. Like, he was the highest, but Rice passed him up. Yo, that's actually unreal. I didn't even put that together until just now. Woo! That's fire. I'm so stoked for him. Yeah, I met Rashee yesterday and was talking to him. He wasn't sure he was going to get to play this week or not. But I think he would really like that 1,000-yard mark, but you need 60 yards. I think they're probably going to opt to rest him. I would think, like, you want him to stay healthy. Could you imagine if one of those guys got banged up or injured and it affected the wild card play? Like, I just don't know that they're going to do that. But, dude, Rashee Rice surpassing Deshaun Jackson's rookie year. Oh, my gosh. Unreal. Wow. Let's see here. Jack Green with the gifted. Let's go. Appreciate you, Jack, as always. Ghost Kyle, what's up, man? With the 5, Happy New Year. I'm glad 2023 is finally behind me. Good riddance. Well, hopefully your 2024 is a much better year, man. We're going for it all in 2024. Let's go. Appreciate the 5 bomb and all your support. And thanks for the Christmas dono as well to, I think it was a Red Cross, right? I'm going off of memory here, but I appreciate the generosity there too. That was awesome, man. Brand with the 5. Happy New Year. Daring to get out and have some sushi for a birthday dinner. What are we making now? How about those champs? Ooh, maybe. I was saying we might need to make a Bengals tiers something. I don't know what it would be though. Be kind of funny. But dude, Brand's been sick. I know he probably doesn't want people to know that, but he's been under the weather for like a week or 2 weeks. So I'm glad you're starting to feel a little bit better, man. For a birthday dinner, it's not your birthday though, right? Is it Brand's birthday? I don't think it is. If so, I'm a loser. Let me know, man. Camden with another 777. Brand, thanks for the 5. Camden said, do the Chiefs start Pacheco, Kelsey, and Rice to hopefully all crack 1,000 yards? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, Pacheco is still, let's see. If I just look it up, Isaiah Pacheco rushing yards. He needs 65 yards. He's at 935. So he still needs 65 yards. The only one that I'm thinking about that would be a real possibility is Travis Kelce, because Travis Kelce needs 16 yards. That's like 2 catches, maybe, like depending on the route and the play design. I don't know if Rashee and Pacheco get it. I think you start LaMichael Pirine and you give him as many reps as possible before the playoffs. Like, just work out the kinks with that guy, because I think you need to rest Pacheco. Now, maybe they start him for a couple series and see if they can get him, but I just don't know. Kelsey's the only one that I'm like, dude, 16 yards off. He might actually be a real possibility. Somebody said Rashee is at what? 938 receiving yards. Yeah, 938 receiving yards. I'll show you. It's about to look crazy for a second. Give me a half second. Yeah. Looks about as crazy as I thought it would. Oh my gosh. All right. Look at this. 79 catches for 102. No. What am I looking at? Okay, 102 targets, 79 receptions, 938 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's Rashee Rice. Travis Kelce, he just needs 16 yards for 1,000 to get 8 in a row. But that's crazy. So Rice getting 938. Deshaun Jackson had 62 catches for 912 yards. Bro, is Sean Peterson in here? Because he called Rashee having 750 yards before the season even started. So, dude, this is crazy, man. But yeah, Camden, thanks again for the 777. I'm most confident in Kelce getting that 1,000-yard mark. I am not as confident in Pacheco and Rice, just because they're kind of far off. I mean, they could get it if they played in that game. Like, they could get it, but the game doesn't mean anything. Meaning, win or loss, they're number 3 seed. Nothing changes. Ocean Girl said, let Travis get a 16. I think they would. Rashee and T would be a dynamic combo next year. That would be crazy, huh, Bucks? Rashee Rice has yak stats. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Cole, who do you think the Chiefs Or do you think the Chiefs should rest starters versus Chargers? Yeah, as many as they can. I think they will. Zizo with the 6 bomb. Let's go, man. I know you don't follow the players in the upcoming draft, but what positions do you think the Chiefs need to target in the draft with this current roster? Yeah, I still think it's hard before free agency because I just don't know. Like, we need to see what players that are currently on the team, that are on the last year of their deal, they re-sign or let walk. Then you need to see, okay, based on that, what free agents they bring in. We knew pretty early, like last season, they brought in, I think they signed Jawan Taylor like the first or second day of the new league year. So it's really hard to know until we see who they keep, who they let go, and then what free agents they bring in. And then you can kind of piece together a little bit more. I mean, we know a lot of the needs: running back, wide receiver, possibly defensive line. Well, it's not even possibly. Defensive line for sure. If they don't keep Sneed, cornerback again. Yeah, so it's hard for me to even say until we see what happens in free agency first. So let me know your thoughts, though. If I see it in chat, I'll definitely read them. Thanks so much for the 6 bomb. HBT Chiefs with the 2 said, love the vids. Thanks, man. I appreciate you a ton. What's up, Gold Gamer? What are you bruhing? Bruh? What's up, bruh? Chiefs need a tackle so bad. I mean, Jawan Taylor, you can't get out of his contract the next year, so he's staying. Wanye Morris, if they don't think he's progressing enough, they don't believe in him yet to be the starter next year, then yeah, they might. I mean, they could definitely go get another one for sure. You think Jerick McKinnon will retire? Possibly so, Logan. I just don't know. I don't know if the Chiefs will have him back or not. He had an okay year this year, but not like last year, you know. And then he ended the year on IR, which is a bummer. Oh, why do you think we need a running back? Well, because CEH is possibly gone and Jerick McKinnon. So right now you have, talking about for next year for sure, Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, you could maybe keep Deneric Prince around, and then you've got LaMichael Pirine, but the only person like that's I'm confident coming back next year because he's still under contract is Isaiah Pacheco. Now, I would need to look up Prince's contract. Maybe they signed him to a multi-year UDFA deal. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but UDFAs are never a guarantee. Their contracts are so cheap, you can move on from them pretty easy. Cole, should we get Dalvin Cook? I talked about it earlier. I mean, if the Chiefs really feel like a veteran presence is needed for the playoffs, I guess. But dude, how's he gonna learn and be playoff ready in 2 weeks? That's such a short turnaround. Yeah, Pervy, I would love to keep Sneed. Yes, sir. Pirine looks good. Yeah, I mean, he's somebody that I wouldn't mind the Chiefs keeping around. For sure. But I mean, he's had limited looks. They trust CEH and Pacheco and then McKinnon over Pirine, but McKinnon's on IR. So Joey said Joey Zook. Yeah, you forgot CEH is gone. Yeah, I mean, dude, I wouldn't even rule out CEH being gone, like for sure. Like maybe they bring him back on a cheap deal. I'm just not 100% sure there. Don't think they sign him to anything crazy, but he'll probably test free agency and see what's there. Joey said we should get Cook right now so that by the time he learns the playbook for next season, he will go off. Oh, Dalvin Cook? I mean, okay, that's a thought. Like, get him for the future and not for now. Even like the report is he wants to play for a playoff contender now. But yeah, he did not look the same this year, man. But you know what? Jerick McKinnon has had his share of injuries before too, and he was able to come in and kind of revitalize his career here in Kansas City. So, hey, they want to take a chance. Like, I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to that at all. Everything weather. Cole, I just tagged you on Twitter about a tweet on the Chiefs and their offseason moves. Okay. Sweet, dude. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I was trying to think if you were saying the Chiefs announced moves. I don't think so, though. Oh, yeah, the Chiefs worked out a handful of free agents on Tuesday. Yeah, I'll cover that in tomorrow's video. Nope, like there are a lot of UDFAs. But yes, sir, thank you, man. Frank Clark reunion. We didn't talk about that yet, but Chris Jones wants Frank Clark back. Do you guys want Frank Clark back? I'm going to do a poll for that. Do you want playoff Shark Clark back for the postseason run? Chris Jones was asking about it. My answer, guys, is no. The D-line is doing phenomenal. I don't think they need him. They don't need the help this year. Last year was a bit of a different story, in my opinion. Or I guess last year was his last year. But early in the offseason, I guess I should say, I thought he would be good to come back. But, dude, he's been on 2 different teams, and he's been cut from both of them. So I don't think they need him. I mean, they have FAU just sitting on the bench, if they need somebody to bring in. I love Frank Clark, much respect to him. But for whatever reason, if they want to bring him back for the playoffs, okay. But whose roster spot is he going to be taking? He's been cut from 2 different teams this year already. Don with the 5. Thoughts on Frank Clark for playoffs? Oh, that's crazy. I just started talking about it. Don, thanks again for the 5. Yeah, I mean, I part of me just wonders what's going on with his health. Like, why do these teams keep cutting him? Cut from the Broncos, which good riddance, right? Like, he didn't need to stay there with the Broncos. I'm glad he moved on. But then Seahawks, I thought, like, they just lost one of their pass rushers to injury, I believe, when they signed him, and he barely saw the field. And then they cut him again. 2 teams. It was the Seahawks and the Broncos. So, I don't know. I mean, 47% say yeah, 54% say no. I'm in a neutral field. Like, if they brought him in, I would be, if they brought Frank Clark in, I would kind of be like, why? I just think the D-line is playing so well. I just don't know that it's needed. The D-line's playing excellent. George Karlaftis is going insane. Charles Minahue's great. Mike Dana is playing incredible. You got Chris Jones. I mean, you got dogs over there. I don't know that he's needed, man. That's just my opinion. If you guys disagree, totally fine. Totally fine. Yo, Zach with the 20. What's up, Cole? Happy New Year. Wish you and your family the best this year. Thank you, man. Also, thank you for all the content you give us throughout the season. Greatly appreciate it for sure. Thanks so much, man. Dude, the season flew by. Week 18 is this Sunday. It's the last week of the regular season, and we don't know how long the Chiefs postseason will be. I mean, a single round elimination, right? So last playoff run was long. I mean, the Chiefs made it all the way to the Super Bowl. So I had content all the way through mid-February, and then we rode that wave into March. Then the draft was in Kansas City in April. Last offseason was way easier. However, we'll just see for this year, and hopefully they make another deep postseason run. If not, offseason about to be like, oh, man. So we'll get as much content as we can out in the offseason for sure. But I definitely like the season a lot better. It's way easier. I mean, for content, it's so weird. It's like the offseason is almost in certain ways like a drought in the desert. Like when you're looking for content at times, when they sign somebody or the draft or mini camp, like there's like little waves of stuff. But then like the season, it's like the dam breaks open and there's just so much water flowing. It's like, I don't know if I can cover everything or not. We ended the poll, but it was close. But the majority say no, we do not need Frank Clark. It was close, though. Zach, thanks again for the 20 bomb. Glenn with the 5. What's up, man? What's more of a priority, Sneed or Jones? Love the channel, by the way. Keep it up, man. Thanks, bro. Also out of Pittman T or Mike Evans. Who would you rather Veach sign? All right. Okay, first question. More of a priority, Sneed or Jones? I mean, honestly, man, I would love them both. I was just saying earlier in this stream, I think if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Sneed. Sneed is 26. Chris Jones is going to be 31. Now, to be fair, Sneed's going to turn 27 January 21st. So he's about to turn 27 in a few weeks. But he's having an insane year, dude. I think you could sign him for, I mean, I don't know how much a year, really, 14, 15. Like, I just don't know. Not a contract expert there, but like, it's not like Chris Jones, $30 million a year. I mean, I just don't think the Chiefs are going to do that. Now, So I think Sneed's more realistic, although I was saying earlier, if the Chiefs move on from Chris Jones, guys, if they tag and trade or whatever, I mean, it is not going to look the same without him. You can't just straight up replace Chris Jones. You can't just straight up replace Aaron Donald. I mean, anybody that's the best in the league at their position, you can't just replace those guys. Like if Kelce, for whatever reason, decided to retire, you cannot replace Travis Kelce. Now, this helmet right here is signed by Tony Gonzalez. When he left the Chiefs, went over to Atlanta where he made his career. Okay. I was kind of trolling there, like kind of bitter about that, but still love Tony G. We all thought we'll never see another Tony G ever again for the Chiefs. And they got Travis Kelce, and I think he's had an insane career himself. They're two different players, but I love Travis Kelce. You can do it again, but it's very hard to replace a player of that level. So I don't know. I would think Sneed might be the priority just from a cost standpoint and how well he's been playing this year. And you could kind of build around him and just keep that secondary elite. And then Joe Cullen and company can get that line humming as well as they can, even without Chris Jones. That's my thoughts. I would love them both, but I think Sneed. Now, to answer your other question, my only question real quick, I want to look up Michael Pittman's contract real quick. So Michael Pittman, okay, so he actually will be a free agent. Yeah, he'll be a free agent next year. Yeah. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure what you were saying wasn't potentially, Glenn, a potential trade. I mean, dude, out of those three, Pittman, T, or Evans, I mean, let's look at, like, here's Michael Pittman's stats, guys. And this is with the Colts, who have gone through, like, think about this. Think about who the Colts quarterbacks have been over the years. I mean, it's been everybody since Andrew Luck retired. If I pull up the list of Colts starting quarterbacks, listen to this. This is crazy. Matt Hasselbeck, Andrew Luck, Josh Freeman. Okay, when did Andrew Luck retire? 2016? Yeah, Jacoby Brissett. No, Andrew Luck was in 2018. Okay, since then. Jacoby Brissett, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Sam Ellinger, Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew. They have Anthony Richardson now. So I don't know. I'm not an expert on the Colts and their team, but I am intrigued about Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, look at this year. 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, he's going to be a high-profile guy if the Colts don't tag him or sign him to a new deal. I would think they try to surround Anthony Richardson with as much talent as humanly possible. Mike Evans might be potentially the most realistic, but I have to get over his age. And I say that because Brett Veach normally doesn't like guys over the age of 30. Here's my thing, though. Mike Evans just turned 30 in August, and he's had 10 1,000-yard seasons in a row. Until that man shows you signs of slowing down, I am kind of all for Mike Evans coming to Kansas City. Now, you can't have him on a multi-year deal for whatever, 20 whatever $1 million a year. That's insane. But if he'd be willing to come, and he can't even ring chase because he's got a ring. So it's not like he's not one of those guys who can be like, come over and chase a ring, because he just got one with Brady. So, yeah, that's tough. I think T. Higgins is going to be a lot of money. I think he's going to be highly sought after, and some desperate team that needs a wide receiver might throw some ungodly amount of money toward him. I know that was a long answer, but more of a priority, possibly Sneed over Jones, even though I would love to make both happen. But, dude, with the history the Chiefs have of re-signing defensive backs to second year, to a second contract, like, part of me wouldn't even be surprised if Sneed surprisingly walks because he signs for a boatload of money elsewhere, and they end up tagging and trading Jones. And they're both gone. I would love to keep Sneed, though. And then, yeah, with those three receivers, any of those I would be happy with. We're not picky over here in Kansas City. They lead the league in drops. Worst drop rate over the last decade. I mean, we're not that picky. I tell you this, MVS is gone. They need veteran presence. They'll probably draft one as well. So Let me know who you guys would like out of those 3 wide receivers. I'd be curious to read your thoughts. You need Pittman. We need Pittman. I like that. Josh, what's up, man? Pittman has a YouTube channel? Does he really? I have to look that up. I'll be like, hey, man, I'll give you infinite collabs if you become a chief. Michael Pittman Jr. YouTube channel. Oh, what the frick? It's a huge channel. Oh, it's like him and his wife or something. It's like a vlog. Looks like a vlog channel, maybe. Okay. That's actually kind of fire. I didn't even know that. He's a chief. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks again for the 5-bomb, Glenn. How about those Chiefs with the 10? And if you do the gritty, if you love KC, bro, thanks so much for the 10. Your 3rd super on the stream. I do not know how to gritty, man. You see how pasty I am and how old I am? I don't know how to gritty. I can't do that. But I appreciate the 10-bomb. He stopped uploading? Well, he just uploaded 2 weeks ago. So he kind of stopped uploading, I guess. But then he just did. 2 weeks ago, they bought a farm. Tank 7 has been opened. Ooh, Spanglish, let's go. With that Tank 7. Thank heaven for Tank 7. Chiefs Kingdom, let's ride. What's up, Donna? He vlogged himself getting drafted. That's pretty cool. Higgins, Rice, Kelsey, Pacheco. Sheesh. Yeah, man, we'll see about Kelsey. I would think he comes back for another year. He's still under contract. You just got to get some help. Get him some help. Higgins would be nasty, though. Cole, we need Sneed. I'm down with it. I mean, I'll just ask y'all. I'll go bigger need / priority. We'll go. I'm just curious. I'm curious on the community's thoughts, man. This is why we live stream, to hang out with you guys all together. Sneed, Jones. So Sneed or Chris Jones in the poll. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts there. How do I hide that? Let me see. Higgins played with Justin Ross and Cornell Powell at Clemson. Yep. So that could be a fit. Or that could tilt things in our favor if money is relatively close. Ooh, I like that. I like that mindset. Plus the best shot at a ring. Draft a quick, shifty guy who can catch. There we go. Get John Ross back. Just kidding. I kind of like that. Yeah, it's true. They went to school together. Cornell Powell and then, yeah, Justin Ross. Yo, what's up, KD? I pulled a call you and a few Stroud auto. What are you saying? Yeah, I can do the wide receivers on that too. Buck said would love to find a way to get someone like Terry McLaurin. He could be the leader of the offense and wide receiver group. Hey, dude, I wouldn't even count out Veach exploring trade ideas because I think, that's what I'm telling you. Spot Track was just saying that today. This is what he said on Twitter. Terry McLaurin's 28. What's his contract look like still, though? Because if he's under a big contract, I mean, you've got to trade for him and pick up his contract. So, yeah, he's under contract next year. $29 million dead cap, $15 million base. Cap hits $24 million. Yeah. I mean, shoot. That's a hard one. I mean, he's going to be 29 next year. That's a hard one, man. But he would be a vet, a productive vet that you could lean on. I mean, for sure. But you're going to give up draft capital and have to take on that some of that contract for sure. That one's tough. Zachary with the 10. While I do understand resting Rice, Pacheco, and maybe even Kelsey, it'd be pretty cool if all 3 could get 1,000 yards, but we'll see. Also, I too would rather Sneed than Jones. I mean, it looks like kind of not even close. 150 votes, 73% say Sneed, 27% say Chris Jones. I'm gonna skim through some of your comments and see. Mike Evans is gonna cost a lot. Yeah, he's older, which helps though. He's not gonna demand T. Higgins money. And I don't even know if T. Higgins. That's the other thing I didn't even talk about it. when you guys are asking, T. Higgins could get franchise tagged by the Bengals. I don't even know if he'd be available. You know what I mean? Yeah, Chris said, let's be honest, Veach's history indicates Sneed and Jones are gone. You know, before this year, I would have said that, but dude, Sneed is playing at such an unreal level that I think they should at least, if they're going to move on from Chris Jones, you save so much money by doing so. Dude, you should entertain the thought of keeping L'Jarius Sneed around. I mean, he has played so well this year. It's been absolutely unreal. So you got to at least kick the tires on the idea of keeping Sneed around, even though historically they have not done such a thing. You know, with DBs on a second contract. Who are the Chiefs' most likely first game of the playoffs? Well, it kind of depends, man. We ran a playoff generator at the end of the play-by-play Chiefs versus Bengals game, and there's like 5 different teams that could play. It could be the Colts. It could be the Bills. I think it could be the Dolphins. No. Yeah, the Bills if they lose. Maybe the Dolphins if they lose. Who else could it be? The Texans is another one. There's like 5 or 6 teams right now, depending on how some of the wins and losses play out on Week 18. Should we trade Tony? I don't think so. But I'm also the guy that says we should use Tony as like a punt returner and just gadget guy behind the line of scrimmage. Use him as a running back at times, jet sweeps, bubble screens, and punt returner. If they do trade Tony, they ain't getting much for him. And they already gave up a 3rd and a 6th for him, and he's on a rookie deal. So, you know, here's one thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs make a trade for a receiver, right? And they package it with one of their guys and send it over, plus draft capital and a contract extension with that guy. So I couldn't rule that out, like one of the receivers going in a package, you know, with the other team, but it's just so hard to know. So hard to know what could happen. Bucks Tech said, I love the guy, but I worry about Sneed's health. Yeah, and that could play a role of him not getting the bag, like a huge, crazy deal in the offseason, and maybe that's why he stays around and it's not as big of a contract extension as we think. But I understand what you're saying. He missed most of training camp. He missed most of preseason with the knee injury. But he's played, I mean, basically every game, I think. I mean, he got concussed in a game recently, I think. And then, yeah, I don't know. All the freaking games blend together, if I'm going to be honest. He's been on the injury report off and on all year. So I get that. I get that hesitation, but he's played and he's looked good. So, yeah, that's tough. Trade MVS to the Bengals? That's actually kind of funny. I mean, we're just going to let that guy walk. Can Rice be a deep baller? Maybe, Ducky. He's not like, he doesn't have so much speed that he can just like take the top off of the defense. But you could use him as a contested catch guy. That's what they did in college a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them use him in other ways than they have, but he's done it so effectively. Like the short passes, the quick passes with Rice, like it's been so effective that, you know, they might keep using him like that. But we'll see. Maybe they expand his route tree, especially next year, maybe even going into the playoffs. Yo, what's up? Casey Handman with the 2 said, did I see Perna cursing the Chiefs? No, I did not. Is it in his power rankings video or what? No, I did not see him cursing the Chiefs. I wish he would leave us alone. Leave us alone, man. Will the Chiefs play their starters versus Chargers? Andy Reid said that he's not there yet. He was asked about it immediately after the game, and he said, I'm not there yet. Meaning, like, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I doubt it. If he does play a lot of starters, I think they get pulled in the game, like during the game. Because the win doesn't matter, like, at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Yo, Anonymous Mango with the first ever super on the live stream with the 5 bomb. Let's go, said Mahomes and Xavier Worthy. Just followed each other on Instagram. Did they really now? Yeah, I've been hearing some Worthy talk recently as the draft has been heating up. I know he just recently announced that he's declaring for the 2024 draft. So there is that. And he's a Texas guy. Or at least I know he went to school in Texas, so I'm sure Mahomes appreciates that. Mahomes loves Texas, man. That's where he's from. Well, I don't know where he's actually from, but I know he grew up in Texas. Was he born and raised in Texas? Anybody know? I know he went to school there and all that, but let me know. Yeah, thanks for the 5. Xavier Worthy? That would be fire. Sneed and Jones are both returning next year, I believe. I think the person that may walk this year could hurt is Willie Gay. Yeah, you can't keep them all. You know, like it's like Pokemon. You can't catch them all, even though you want to. Okay, Pokemon reference is kind of lame, but Pokemon's kind of come back around. I was trading Pokemon cards in 3rd grade. It kind of died out, and then it came back around in a big way. Okay, so, 234 votes, 73% say bigger need / priority is Sneed over Jones, which kind of hurts to, it sucks, but part of doing business, and, maybe it is for sure Chris Jones' last year. I'd love if they can figure out a way to keep him around. But I feel like when they didn't get an extension done with him this past offseason and how things played out with him sitting out week 1, I just don't know, man. I just don't know if he stays. I would like him to. I really would. I had some weirdo commenting on my videos, it's been a little while, but he's commented 5 or 6 times. You need to apologize publicly for what you said about Chris Jones. The hell have I said about Chris Jones, aside from him being a dillweed, or at least his agents being a dillweed, and him taking their advice and during his holdout? The holdout was ugly. You can't, you guys agree with me. It was weird. This is weird. I love Chris Jones, but the holdout was weird. What about Chris Olave? I don't know if I don't know if he would be available. Yeah, I don't know if he'd be available. The problem with the Saints, man. Well, actually, hold on. Let's process through that for a second. The Saints are in cap hell. Okay? They're in cap hell. And let's see. Cap savings. There is a bit of savings if they move on from him. But he's on his rookie deal. So, they're in cap hell next year. So if you want to trade a wide receiver to try to recoup some draft picks because you got to stay young. I'm not an expert on the Saints, and I don't know what what does their receiver room look like outside of Chris Olave? I would assume they probably want to keep that guy around. But I like him. George Pickens. Oh, man. I'm fine with that. They probably could have drafted him if they wanted him. But I really think George Pickens was not on Brett Veach's board. Not for performance. I think it's character. I think they passed on him. They had a chance to take him in the draft and they passed on him, and I think that was intentional. He wasn't on their board. If he was on their board, they would have got him. There's no way they would have let him slip like that. Yo, HBT, Chice with that 99 cents. 5th super on the stream today. Let's go. Cole, how about sell Mahomes for trade picks and bring Brody back? Well, let's not bring Brody back. But, dude, you could trade Mahomes and get Marvin Harrison Jr. and probably 3 other players, but then you don't have Mahomes. So no, thank you. Yeah, we took McColl. It happens every draft, Austin. We talk about it. We took McColl over DK. We took CEH over Jonathan Taylor. Brody crumble. Meg said, Cole, did you notice the camera caught Chris Jones looking emotional toward the end of the game? He seemed to be looking around the stadium as if wondering if this was his last home game in KC. I didn't catch that because I was calling the game and interacting with chat, but I can see that being a real thing, like Frank Clark last year. He knew that this was it was a very real possibility that it was his last year in Kansas City, and that he was pretty emotional too. So, yeah, maybe he was upset. Wendy said he looked tired. It had to have crossed his mind, though. If you're not a Chief next year and you're like, is this my last home game at Arrowhead? Well, it's not, though, because they're probably playing, they're going to play at home in the playoffs. So I don't think so. He would probably be more emotional after the playoffs, especially if they lost. Yeah, I don't think so. What's up, Zach? Other than ourselves, which team do you think is the biggest obstacle for the Chiefs going into the Super Bowl? I mean, I was just talking with my editor about this morning, guys. What do you think about the Browns? I mean, they might be like super sleepers. I mean, they're not really super sleepers anymore, but Flacco is balling out and their defense is insane. I think the Browns, like, I don't know. They might be like we can't sleep on the Browns. That's a team that I'm like, we got to watch them. Sneaky, sneaky. Are we having a home playoff game? Yeah, we should be home in the wild card round against whoever we play. Yeah, because we're the 3rd seed and we locked it in. Yeah, the Browns are big and bad. Defense is the best. Yeah, definitely interesting. Ravens, yeah. I mean, but like everybody's giving the Ravens their flowers. I'm just thinking like the Browns are kind of like a team that you go like, dude, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with the Browns. So much for Burrowhead, yeah. I mean, Joe Burrow is 1-1 at Arrowhead, so I don't understand the Burrowhead thing. I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow is 1-1 at Arrowhead. If Casey can't do it, I wouldn't be sad to see the Lions or Browns win. Lions or Browns. Yeah, the Lions have never won one. I don't think the Browns have ever won one either. Yeah, and Njoku is no joke. Facts. What's up, John? Cole, would you love to have Higgins? Yes, I just don't know. He might get tagged by the Bengals. Ooh, Marquise Brown. I like that. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see about a Higgins. Hey, Cole, if the Bills and Dolphins tie, do we get the 2nd seed? No. I don't think so. Let me... I haven't ran that possibility. Let me look at the ESPN playoff machine. I can share the screen and we can look at it. I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, the Chiefs they're locked in. They're locked into the 3 seed, but I haven't ran the possibility of a tie. Let me share my screen and we can look at it. Okay. So right now, week 18, this is what things look like as is. Now, if the Bills and Dolphins tie, what does that do? No, because the Dolphins have a better record. One more win. So it'd put the Dolphins at the 2. We would play the Bills. So that's what that looks like. Brian with the 2 said, which Pokemon are Pat, Chris Jones, Kelsey, and Pacheco? Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh, dude, I don't know. My Pokemon knowledge is so 20 years ago. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Any Pokemon fans want to help me? Let me know in chat because I need help. Pacheco needs to be one that like a boulder or something. You think Furious George is underrated? I mean, I think he's getting the props he finally deserves because he's got 10 or 10 and a half sacks. Isaiah Pacheco is Taurus. Okay, that's fine. I like that. The Packer-Bronco losses chumped our playoff position. Yeah. Gosh dang it. Packers and Broncos. Thanks a lot. Well, either the last game means something or it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything for us, no. Who is winning the NFC? Charizard? Dude, who's Charizard? Chris Jones? Good night, Rodolfo. Oh, Pat is Charizard? Okay. Mahomes is Alakazam? Oh, gosh. Pat's definitely Pikachu. Okay, we've just had 4 different Pokemon get named to Mahomes. Pat is Meowth. Oh, man. Jigglypuffs? Who's Jigglypuff? Chiefs cannot get number 2. No, you're right, Joe. Who would you want first round in the playoffs? I mean, out of the teams that we were like kind of looking around with the other day, I mean, if you had like, I don't think this does anything. Okay, that moves the Steelers to the 7th if somehow they beat the Ravens. Let's say the Texans win. They would be the 4. Let's go. I mean, what happens if the Bengals win that? Nothing. Browns are locked into the 5. What if the Titans beat the Jags? The Jags would be out. I mean, there's so many scenarios you could kind of cook up. I mean, if the Dolphins won, we would play the Steelers. I like that, I guess. I like the Steelers better than, you know, maybe the Bills. I wouldn't mind the Colts either, but, you know, who would you guys want to play in the first round? Those are two. Houston Pitt would be in. You like the Steelers? Yeah, I don't mind that. I could see 11 total field goals in the Steelers game. Could you imagine? Brian, thanks again for the 2-bomb, bro. Could do a YouTube short on assigning Pokemon to Chiefs players one day. Yeah, Steelers, like, I kind of like that. But, dude, in order for that to happen, the Steelers have to beat the Ravens. The Steelers would have to beat the Ravens. And then the Jags would have to lose to the Titans. Because if the Jags don't lose to the Titans, the Steelers become the 7th seed and they would play Miami. And then the Chiefs would play the Colts. I don't think any of this matters. None of that matters. Now, what happens if the Bills win instead of the Dolphins? Bro, if the Bills win, the Chiefs play the Dolphins at Arrowhead. Oh, bro, Tyreek at Arrowhead in the playoffs? What happens if the Ravens win? Okay, that don't change it. What happens to this? That don't change it. What about this? All right. If the Dolphins win, if the Bills win against the Dolphins this week, the Chiefs are playing the Dolphins at Arrowhead. If the Dolphins win, then it's a big old toss-up, dude. The Chiefs could play the Texans, or they could play the Colts, or they could play... Does this change it? Yeah, or they could play the Bills. Like, yeah. So, there's a lot, dude. There's a lot riding on this Sunday night game. And that's actually kind of crazy. I might stream that game. Should we stream that game? I'll have to go back-to-back games, but I could try it. I didn't mean to click that. Glenn with the 2, resign Gay or Tranquil. Also, do we bring Richie James back? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what they do. You have to be talking about Richie James. I don't know. He was on IR for like 10 weeks. If they want to bring him back as a returner on a cheap deal, that's fine, but I think Tony could do it. Problem is, Tony is not healthy half the time, so I'm not opposed to it, but they've got to mix up that wide receiver room a little bit more, man. But yeah, I would hope if they can't bring, Tranquil back, they can bring back Willie Gay. If they can't bring back Willie Gay, they bring back Tranquil. One or the other. Yeah, Cole said I'm not sold on Richie James. Yeah, he I think going to IR affected his ability to be any sort of real offensive producer for the Chiefs this year. Colts and Steelers is tricky. Only missing pieces Titans to complete the nightmare. Oh, gosh. I don't really like either of those teams just from the history. Against the Bills, that would be cool too. The Dolphins won't win against the Bills. Yeah, maybe not. I was just going through the scenarios. What are your thoughts on Tony? I mean, I like Tony. Just gotta stay healthy, man. And I think him missing so much time due to health issues affects his performance on the field. He's not a lot of in-game reps. Back-to-back weeks at Arrowhead. Let's go. Stream it, Cole, please. Should I stream it? Please stream it. Please stream it. Yeah, that would affect a lot for the Chiefs. I mean, the problem is the Chiefs play at 3:30. So I could probably stream that game, Chiefs and Chargers 3:30, get off shortly after, and I'd basically have to do like a back-to-back turnaround for that game. You'd rather Fins at Arrowhead? Yeah, they don't like the cold. So the Fins in the cold, I actually like that game. I like that matchup, to be honest. Rick James, ball out in the playoffs? Maybe, Justin. Rick James. Cannot wait to get rid of MVS. He's probably gone in the offseason for sure. I'm sold on 23. That kid is fantastic. Well, sign him. I like Tranquil, dude. I wouldn't I would not be opposed. Yeah, Dolphins in the cold. I would like that. In the cold at Arrowhead. I like that a lot. What website were you using? This is the ESPN playoff machine. Just Google it. ESPN playoff machine. It's really cool. It'll pop up for you, and you can go through all those scenarios. Yo, Anonymous Mango is back with a 2. Higgins, Rice, Worthy, and Tony. When is Worthy projected to go? Does anybody know? Cole, I was going to sleep, but this live is too entertaining. Hey, let's go, Rodolfo. Thanks for hanging out, man. I really appreciate you being here, but if you got to sleep, you got to sleep. I will not be offended in the least. But I will say this. Did you guys hear that rumor about Justin Tucker?
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-year-old, 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be.
Oh, man. Poor Justin Tucker. Catching strays, man. Can we look at the defensive free agents for the Chiefs? Yeah. Yeah, I could. Is there a. What's the quickest way to pull that up? Spot track, maybe? Let me see what happens here. There's got to be a way. I know there's a way to look it up, but I'm like, how? Expires. Okay. Okay, we can glance at it. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to look at here, but okay, get rid of this ad. I'm not splitting it by off or defense only. I don't think I could do that on this one, but this is everybody whose contract expires in 2024. So I'm just looking at the defensive guys real quick. Chris Jones, Willie Gay, Sneed, Mike Dana, Drew Tranquil, Mike Edwards, Malik Herring, Turk Wharton, Jack Cochran, Derek Nottie. A lot, dude. A lot of people, man. There's a lot. And then that's it, because we're into 2025 now. It stops at Mike Caliendo. That's a lot, dude. There's a lot there. So there you go. Too much to talk about right now, but there's quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah, they'll get rid of MVS in the offseason, man, for sure. Cole, do you know if our starters are playing against the Chargers? There's no confirmation, Christian. I would imagine a lot of them rest. Like, you know, Andy Reid could come into with the mindset of like, hey, I want a couple drives, treat this like a preseason game. Like, I need you guys to like show that you can continue your performance from last week and carry it over. Like, I don't want you guys rusty going into the wild card round. You know, I can see that maybe playing out, but I would assume most of the game, some key starters are definitely resting. Tucker got that dog in him. Bro kicked a 60-year-old man. Yeah, he did. He did. He didn't even say kicked. He said banged. Banged the 60-year-old. That's what he said. Is Eric Bieniemy coming back? I don't really know. I'm not sure, you know, just to keep it, like, to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure that the Commanders have done well enough this year that EB will get a shot at a head coaching position. I think he's done a pretty decent job from what I've seen with the offense. And if you look at like Sam Howell's stats and what he's been able to do, given that, I think he's done a decent job. But at the end of the day, the Commanders are 4-12. If they lose this week, they're 4-13. I mean, so saying that, could see EB back. I just don't know. What are they going to do with Nagy? If they move on from him, then maybe. I still would like Andy Reid to bring somebody in outside of his tree, dude. Some new blood. Just with fresh mind, fresh ideas. But you know how it works. You know how it goes. Andy Reid likes to keep his circle with him. Many wrinkles for that Tucker joke. There's so many. What's up, Matt R? Yeah, Dylan, it's definitely not true about Tucker, but it's hilarious. I can see Trevor Lawrence picking up Ross. Oh, Justin Ross? Is that what you mean? Well, he's under contract for a couple more years with the Chiefs. What are you talking about? Ross who? Dude, Calvin Ridley is kind of a sneaky guy for the Chiefs. Because I think he's a free agent next year. It is Sam Howell after all. True. Exactly. Tucker has that freak in him. Yeah, not that dog. Playoff Frank coming back. Also, I saw Dalvin Cook free agent now. Yeah, I'm not super high on either of those guys coming back. I mean, much respect for Frank Clark and what he's done. But dude, Frank Clark's been cut from 2 different teams this year. I mean, I just don't know what's going on there. I mean, Chris Jones wants him back. Cole, the Chiefs don't want to pay Justin Ross? Well, he's already under contract. He's under contract right now for like 3 years. Yeah. Justin Ross contract. He's got at least he signed a 3-year deal. Yeah, I mean, he's under contract right now. He might not be with the team outside after 2024. I just don't know. But they got him on a super team-friendly deal. I mean, next year his base salary is $915,000. Whoa, why did that do that? Whoa. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. What the heck? I need an ad blocker when I share my screen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that they're going to pay Justin Ross outside of 2024, but I mean, he's here. He's under contract. You know, they could still move on from him if they want in this offseason, I guess. You know, but why not give him one more go? I don't know. Why not? Pay Chris Jones? Whew. I mean, I don't see the Chiefs offering him much more than they did in the offseason last year. He didn't want it. So we'll have to see. I bet they tag him, try to negotiate, and if things don't work, they probably try to trade him. But again, what I said earlier in the stream is what I've been saying is you can't replace Chris Jones. That's not a player you can just straight up replace. The defense would not be the same, and you would be going through some growing pains. Now, if you want to say, hey, we're getting rid of Chris Jones and we're going to load up on the offense again, and the Chiefs is putting up 30, 35 points a game every game again, okay. Okay, then. Chris needs a new agent. He needs new agents because it's like some mafia brothers. Mahomes have enough 4K yards with 40 drop passes from our wide receivers. Imagine if we didn't have them drops, dude. Imagine. Corey. Maybe Justin Reed could, the backup kicker. Brylan said, hey, man, can you root for the Colts? We need all the help we can get this week. I mean, sure. Who are they playing? Colts. Yeah, if the Colts win, they're in. If the Texans win, they're in, I believe. I think it's that simple. Yeah, man. I feel like the Texans are sneaky. I think I'd probably rather see the Colts in there, to be honest. Well, if you could use a percentage, what would you put the Chiefs' chances of winning the Super Bowl? Well, they currently have the 5th best odds of any team right now in most sports books. So, you know, I don't have a percentage on it, but they have the 5th best odds right now. So I'm over here like just win wild card weekend and let's go from there. You know, everyone's saying one and done. Let's see if they get past the wild card round. Let's just go from there. Yeah, Ravens are a machine. Facts. Cole, you guys should sign Gabe Davis. He's a free agent. He could teach the wide receiver core what overcoming adversity looks like. Not really the overcoming part, just more the adversity that comes being ass. Oh man. Hey man, we have enough struggles. I don't think Gabe Davis is coming. Bro, we could be undefeated this year with how all the teams we played have been barely contenders. Yeah, it's a really weird year, Essence. A really weird year. Looking at our past, hell no to the Colts. Well, we did just beat the Colts, like a few years ago. Chiefs-Colts playoff playoffs. They beat them 31-13 in 2019. 31-13. But I understand the PTSD that comes with the Indianapolis Colts in prior years, 100%. I do not remember Christ Johnson. There's only one Christ. I don't remember him. But I remember Chris Johnson. I remember him. I don't know why I just laughed like that. Can't repeat that. MVS to the practice squad? Nah, he's gone this offseason, man. I'd be pretty surprised if he stayed around. Colts are the Chiefs' kryptonite? In past years, 2019 they got it done, but in past years, yes. Well, and then even in the regular season last year, that was a kryptonite game. Yeah, heck yeah. Derek Johnson? Yes, sir. DJ. You think the Chiefs should extend Willie Gay? I mean, if you have to choose between some of those players on defense, man, I mean, I'm probably going to focus up on Sneed. And, hey, if they want to try to bring Willie Gay back, okay. You got to focus on Bolton as well. You can start negotiating with him. Drew Tranquil, like, do you just let him walk? Also, like, he was super clutch for the defense this year. Cheffers gave Colts the win. Gosh, was that Cheffers? Or which Colts game are we talking about? I'm thinking of, I'm in, my head is last year right now. Was it Cheffers that flagged Chris Jones at the end of that game? Why did I think that wasn't Cheffers? Could have been. I can't remember, dude. What about Jerry Jeudy? Tier 3 receiver? I like Jeudy. I'm not sure what his contract situation looks like. I just think we need more of a needle mover. If they want to add him and another, okay. That was Cheffers? Frick. Why is Cheffers still employed? I don't know, man. They just keep giving him games, too. Cole, thoughts on MVS reportedly demanding a trade? Apparently, he's demanding his hands to be traded with someone who can catch. Okay, you got me there. I was like, what do you mean he's demanded to be traded? Okay, that makes more sense. He needs new hands. Darren said, I got a glimpse of the script. Chiefs have a rough season, then blow everyone out on the way to the Super Bowl. Fine with me. Let's get it. Spam bench MVS in chat? No. Oh, because I think we all agree. We're all in agreement that he'd probably be on the bench. That is a fire script. Yes, sir. Trade for a wide receiver ASAP? Next year. Yeah, they're not going to do anything now. It's too late. Too late. Yeah, have you seen the Super Bowl color scheme theory? Yeah, we talked about this like months ago. For the past multiple years, the colors have matched up with the teams. Yeah. I think they talked about it today on the Pat McAfee show. Let me see if I can find that color. Yeah, we talked about this on a live stream like a while ago. Here it is. Yeah, look at this. The last two Super Bowls, the teams that have played have matched the colors. Bengals and Rams, colors matched. Eagles and Chiefs. Could this one be the Niners and Ravens? If that happens, I'm rioting. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, definitely seen that. That's insane, huh? It is a stretch, kind of, Sifu. It's like a weird coincidence, in my opinion. But, dude, if it happens again this year, 3 years in a row and the colors have matched, I mean, come on, dude. What is that? It is kind of a stretch. But it's been pretty wild. Paul, it's fixed, bro. Yeah, those are common colors. Yeah, exactly. What wide receiver do you think the Chiefs will take in the draft? No idea. Yeah, I'm not a draft guy. I'll get there in the offseason, but not right now. No, you missed it. There's a second option with Chiefs Cowboys colors. Dude posted it now. Video. Pulled it up. Chiefs Cowboys from this color scheme? There ain't no... I wonder where he's pulling those colors. I mean, I guess you could get the Chiefs. You could get the Chiefs from the top of that, but how are you getting the Cowboys from the purple? Be curious to see how he's coming up with that. Red is for the Chiefs. We'll take that. Oh, it's another one? No, there's a second video he made. Oh, there's a new backup logo. Okay, interesting. Oh, there's a new logo? Oh, wait. Like, for real? I mean, all that's popping up is that purple one. Purple red. Oh, wait. Well, I'm not really seeing it. Vikings are out of the playoffs. I think they still have a chance. They have to win next week, and then a handful of things have to go their way. Vikings in Tampa, please no, Veta. What's up, Veta? How are you? Yeah, please no. What wide receiver would you want in the offseason? We've kind of been talking about it off and on. I mean, we need a needle mover. I don't care who it is. Like, we just need a needle mover, man. If it's Mike Evans, okay. T. Higgins, if they don't tag him, okay. I mean, Calvin Ridley is intriguing. Somebody recently called Calvin Ridley a fast MVS. I'm like, dude, Calvin Ridley can catch a football. I don't think Calvin Ridley is just a fast MVS. Say no to Chai T. Higgins. Cole, thoughts on the reports that claim McDermott tried to join Al-Qaeda? Apparently the initiation required a late game defensive stop. Thus, he quickly showed the door of the cave. Dude, that McDermott stuff with the 9/11 references was insane, man. Yeah, MVS is pretty fast, but he can't catch. That's the problem. That's the problem. What happened to the one wide receiver that we placed in our training camp that had that really good catch? Oh, you talking about Nico Remigio? We placed on IR. We placed him on IR for the season, so he could come back and compete for a role on the roster. Yep, Nico Remigio, the Filipino phenom. I'm pretty sure he's a Filipino. So the Filipino phenom. I just made that up, but yeah, he should be back next year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Calvin is better than MVS. Yeah, I think so. We should have kept ISM. Yeah, I don't know. Has he been doing a lot with the Panthers? I know he's had a couple. I think he housed a punt return or something a few weeks ago, maybe. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Gambley. We need more Cole skits this year. I'd love to see a parody of Russell Wilson's Subway commercial. I haven't done any skits this year. Not really. I kind of found like my formula, and well, like you guys really like the daily news updates, and that's where I put like all my emphasis. It's not daily, but I try to do like multiple ones a week. That's the bread and butter of this channel, and I build everything else out from there. Essence with the 5 third super on a live stream. Let's go, Essence. If Jags, Miami, Houston. Yeah, well, you said Miami twice. But I think if Jags, Miami, Houston, and Miami wins, Bills are out of the playoffs. We know who to root for. I mean, if I go to that playoff machine and do that real quick here. Okay, so if the Jags win, Miami wins. We got all that. Houston wins. Who's the fourth one? Because the Bills are still here. What if the Steelers win? The Steelers got to win. If the Steelers win against the Ravens, the Bills are out. If the Dolphins win, the Jags win. I don't think this affects it. Nope, that doesn't affect it either. So there we go. Steelers as well. Yeah, then you would have... oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, then it would be like that. Mm-hmm. I mean... we'll have to see. I don't mind the Bills, but I'd rather play. I mean, I like the Colt. I like playing the Colts better, I think. Cool. Thoughts on this take? MVS is the quickest guy in the league. No one runs from criticism quite as fast as Marquez. I mean, yeah, he runs pretty fast from it. Pretends like there's nothing wrong. What happened with John Ross? He retired like third day into training camp. Brand a man is in here. Brand. You returned from sushi. You survived. Let's go. Brand, it wasn't your birthday, right? Please tell me no. I just got back from Topgolf. Jackson Mahomes was there. Luckily, he didn't take down Topgolf and complain. You saw Jackson at Topgolf? Nice, dude. Nice. He's tall. I saw him at Mahomes' gala, and he's like 6'5". I was like, what the? It was your birthday dinner? Is today your birthday? Brand, is today your birthday? Let me know. Bro, oh my gosh, happy birthday. Everybody spam happy birthday Brand in chat right now. Dude, Brand does so much for the channel, man. He's helped design a bunch of shirts, all the emojis, or almost all the emojis. Jack Hatzfeld has done some of them as well. Dude, Brand helps with all the stream elements, like the animations that you see. He helps do all the scoreboard designs. Like, Brand has helped this channel so much. He even flew in for the draft and helped me make content. Happy freaking birthday to one of the hardest working legends in the business. Happy birthday, man. Man, now I want sushi. Evan with the 5. Let's go, dude. A longtime viewer, first time super chatter. Dude, I appreciate that. Thanks so much. What team scares you the most? So what team scares you the most in the playoffs that the Chiefs could play? Well, if we go back to this, team that scares me the most, if we're just talking wild card right now, I mean, I don't know that I want to play the Texans. I mean, the options are either really the Texans, the Colts. What happens if you do this? The Bills. What happens if they win here? Or the Dolphins? Out of those 4, Texans, Colts, Bills, or Dolphins, who, I just told everybody to spam happy birthday, guys, so sorry, that's going to spam for a second. Man. Let's do a community poll, because I'm kind of curious. What's the question? Okay, what team scares you the most for the Chiefs in the wild card round? I think that's really the main 4. Colts, Texans, Dolphins, Bills. I mean, it might be the Bills for me. I don't know. I mean, we just lost to them, but like it was a winnable game. The Dolphins, I feel like them away in the cold. I don't fear the Dolphins that much. Yeah, I think a majority of people are saying the Bills. That's kind of where I'm leaning. None of them scare me, said Hood Saint. Corey said 0. What's up, Minty? Colts have our number. Yeah, it was a bad game against them last time. All beatable teams. Bills scare me. They have something to prove in the playoffs against us. That's true. Depends on CJ Stroud. Yeah, if CJ Stroud's not a go, then obviously, I mean, what the heck's wrong with CJ Stroud right now? What's wrong with CJ? CJ Stroud playing today? Did he get hurt again? Yeah, I don't think so. We scared of MVS and Tony? How do you vote none? Well, you just got to pick one. Like, who do you think the Chiefs' biggest, like the toughest game? Maybe it doesn't scare you, but who's the toughest matchup in your opinion? Maybe it doesn't scare you, but you look at those 4 teams and you're like, well, out of those 4 teams, it's going to be this one. Team scares you the most for the Chiefs in the wild card round. It looks like Bills by quite a bit. So Bills would be the toughest opponent. Then you've got like the Texans and Dolphins are right at 13. The Colts are at 9. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I agree with that assessment. Team that scares me are the Chiefs wide receivers. That's true. The diver Allen, the flopper. He's playing good ball right now. Allen's playing good ball right now. I mean, it depends on the, I guess, on the game, but like they're playing relatively well. I like watching Allen play. It's like the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Cole, do you think Sky Moore can develop eventually? If he don't do it next year, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Who do you think emerges out of the NFC? I mean, if I go back to the like, what do you mean by that exactly? Because this is kind of what it's looking like right now. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. Now, that's with some of these games not being decided. Like, I didn't really click any. I'm just going for some crazy stuff, dude. They should win, though. So that doesn't move. What if the Bears win? Then the Seattle Seahawks get in? Okay, that's actually crazy. What if the Cardinals win? Then the Bucks get in? Oh, man. So crazy, dude. I mean, I think it's the 49ers. I think the 49ers get it done, at least in the NFC. Can't sleep on the Lions, though. That Lions ending game, or the ending of that game earlier this week was insane, dude. It was absolutely insane. Defense wins championships. Oh, heck yeah, dude. If the offense can just, minimize some of it. Minimize some of the turnovers, the mistakes, the errors. Even if they just look close to what they did against the Bengals and they kick 6 field goals, it really doesn't matter. Because if they can put 25 points up, they're probably winning the game because the defense is that good. Yep. Heck yeah. Yeah, the refs were shocking. And then the NFL doubled down on it. It was insane, dude. Absolutely insane. Yep. Browns are kind of scary. Yeah. The Browns are looking good, man. Joe Flacco is balling out. I saw a hilarious take today that they're like, I don't remember who it was, but they're like, I'd rather what they say? I do not fear the Chiefs. I'd rather play the Chiefs. The Browns, they're scary. They have a good defense, and Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl. I'm like, dog, Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl in 2013, you idiot. And yeah, they are looking good, and I actually listed them as like that's a potential scary sleeper. But to go off that criteria, their defense is good, and Joe Flacco's won a Super Bowl. Mahomes, he just won one last season, and he's had 2 since Joe Flacco has won 1. It's been 10 years for Flacco. So I'm over here like, you need to lay off the weed, I think, because that's a little crazy. Cole, thoughts on KC Queens at Buffalo? Al-Qaeda's matchup in round 2. I'll take Buffalo. What is happening? Oh, you're saying the Chiefs at Buffalo in round 2. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of those games that could go either way. Yeah, that's one of those games that could definitely go either way. I'm going to pull for the Chiefs. I mean, dude, the Chiefs really had a chance to win that game against the Bills. Obviously, Tony was offsides, but that's a touchdown. If Tony's 4 inches, 6 inches back, whatever you want to call it, a foot back, I don't know. But if he's further back, that flag wasn't thrown. That's a touchdown. The Bills had a chance to then respond with a drive of their own, but you never know how that would have played out. So that would be an interesting matchup. And I don't really care, to be honest, if the Chiefs are home or away. I think Patrick Mahomes and company can get it done on the road. I'm not really worried about that. But okay, 204 votes. Bills won the poll. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me. We've been live for over 2 hours, just over 2 hours. I'm going to get off. Me and Kylie have our Wednesday live stream tomorrow evening. So we're going to recap tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So we're going to recap the Chiefs-Bengals, preview the Chiefs-Chargers, and we'll kind of hang out and we'll talk playoffs because the Chiefs-Chargers is kind of like a throwaway game, so we won't spend a lot of time on that. But we'll definitely hang out. Can't wait to see y'all. And then I'm gonna announce this now because I think we're gonna do this. Kylie is gonna do a special stream on Saturday. So we're gonna try something just as a preview to the playoffs. Kylie's gonna do a live stream by herself. She's gonna be on the channel here. She's gonna do a live stream, and it's like just a special Q&A with Kylie on Saturday morning for about 45 minutes. So it'll be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. to 10:45. You know, I was talking with her, and we want to try it. You know, you guys don't, like, she's a co-host of our show. We've done like 15 episodes together, and she doesn't really get time to interact with you guys. Like, we do a show together, and we answer some of the questions, but Saturday, she'll do a Q&A with you guys and hang out and talk some Chiefs, talk some football, and yeah, we're going to give it a try as a little special leading into the playoffs, so keep that on your calendars. And she's going to be here. She's going to be here in studio, right here, with this background, with this set. So we're going to give that a try. Going to give it a try. I know she'll do a great job, but just saying, mark your calendars if you want to hang out with her. Cole, I disagree. Allen would have answered, and then with 1 second left, would have choked again. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You never know. You never know what would have happened at the end there. You never really know. Whatever happened to Damian Williams? I don't know where he's at right now. Yeah, I don't know where he's at right now. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Got a lot of stuff to... Well, I'm going to relax tonight, but then a lot of stuff to prep for tomorrow. But appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. And until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. Thanks again for all the dono bombs, the memberships, everything. Happy birthday to Brand.
How about the
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
Pat who?
Pat Mahomes.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal off the crossbar and through to be